Yeah, I know. It's just, why do we even own this thing if it's always like 100 degrees in here? We're on. Oh, hey, boys and ghouls. It's your old pal Surfy, back to tell you about Surfshark. Because I'm Surfy, the Surfshark. Because Surfshark is a good deal for you. Because they're out there making sure that you can surf the waves of the internet safe and secure. Like you want to. Like you got your own personal shark guarding you as you do so. Because that's what Surfy the Surfshark does. He makes sure that the scoundrels out there don't take your data and do yucky things with it, like price gouging you. Because that's what they can do if they know where you're coming in from. Because Surfshark's a VPN service that hides where you're surfing from. And it also makes sure that when you're traveling around the world, using the VPN service, you can check out geolock content that you can't get wherever you're normally at. So that's a really cool thing that Surfshark does. And while it's really cool out here in these waters, it's not cool when you're being attacked on the internet. So go to surfshark.deals/4starbento and you can get 4 extra months by doing that and signing up with Surfshark. Is this supposed to be this hot? No, I'm serious. Surfshark.deals/4starbento. That's where you need to go. I did the thing. Can I go now?
No, you still need to get on the floor and flounder for the deal.
Okay, I gotta get on the floor and flounder. Oh, God. Surfshark.deals/4starbento. Don't end up like a beached shark, like me.
Guys, we didn't sign up for crazy.
Why is Captain America here?
Are those guys dead now?
I made a withdrawal of life.
Oh my God!
Fucking yes. Okay, I'm in.
Step into the Grand Tour, Dragon Ball GT.
FS.
The baby vacation has begun.
Back into the Grand Tour.
Grand Tour?
Grand Tour.
Back into the Grand Tour.
Dragon Ball GT.
FS.
Yes. So the Grand Tour itself has kind of become the B plot.
Yeah, it's really funny. They have, oh, thank you, fully abandoned, essentially, any focus. Like, it is now
better for it. The first episode we watched was probably like one of the best episodes of this show so far.
Kinda gotta agree with you there.
Like, the art was good, the animation was good, it was very well paced, and Goku, Trunks, and Pan are the B plot now. They're just collecting the remaining Dragon Balls while everything on Earth is turning to shit.
Yeah.
Because they're attacking this giant round, like, basically marshmallow of a tiger thing to get a Dragon Ball that's, I guess it's sleeping on? I don't know.
It is crazy to me how all of the antics that we see in the meantime are cute, fun, simple, like to the point.
Because like all the stuff that they end up doing, they end up like dealing with that squishmallow of a tiger thing.
Which I love.
Yeah, it was adorable. I want one. It did like a Wile E. Coyote off a cliff with them. It was just like a fun, short little gag, and I liked it. It was like, and it had like a little homage to the original Dragon Ball Z opening.
Yeah, I feel like that is what that is. The framing was too...
like, the framing of it was like dead on, right?
Yeah.
They had that bit, and then in the following episode, there's this giant, adorable-looking Godzilla thing.
The dragon? Oh my, yeah. The dinosaur dragon thing looks so cute. I'm dying. It
just have this like cute little innocent face, like...
Yeah, he's not out here to cause harm. He's just here to eat Dragon Balls.
He probably didn't even do it on purpose. No. Dude's so big, he was probably just taking a drink of water and went down there. Then Goku goes in and pops him.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man, he's rummaging hard in there.
Oh no, Goku, no!
What? Oh, I feel bad for him.
What just happened?
Turns out the thing was just a giant balloon, and so they leave him as a little tiny dinosaur.
Yeah, little tiny dinosaur dragon
A
thing.
baby dinosaur would probably get eaten by a much larger dinosaur. Because I get I don't know. I feel like that entire planet works on fish frenzy logic, where you just eat slightly larger things and you just get bigger and bigger.
I guess.
But yeah, that's essentially all that's going on. Oh, and they go to a frozen planet that. I mean, probably the cutest thing about that is the fact that Giru has a butt flap for his dragon radar for his coat.
Also, they have a fiesta.
They have like a whole prop closet for like one of those like wedding photo booths.
Yeah.
Just like with a bunch of prop, like Pan's just waving maracas and like, yeah, we got Dragon Balls!
Kind of feels like they should have saved that for the last Dragon Ball and not the penultimate Dragon Ball, but whatever.
Maybe they were celebrating Cinco. Like, I don't know.
Cinco de Speso.
Yeah, or like, and Goku had like those Groucho Marx glasses on. I don't know, just weird stuff, but these episodes were admittedly some of the most enjoyable in a long while.
Yeah. So back on Earth.
Yeah, back on Earth, Goten's going on a date with a legit baddie. Like she's pulling off that look. Like she's all dressed up. She's decked out. She's accessorized. Dumb as a box of hammers. So really fits in with the family already.
Well, we don't know if she's dumb.
Well,
but
she's naive as shit.
She is very naive.
Yeah.
She seems like a girl who was probably raised in like, well, they call her Palace Chan, and that's probably a reference to the fact that she's just a rich kid who's never been out in the world. So.
But the things that she doesn't know is weird. Like she doesn't know what a hamburger is. She doesn't know what ice cream is, or soft serve at the very least.
Well, yeah, I'm guessing like if she grew up like in a rich household.
I'm sorry, who hasn't had soft serve? I don't know how rich you'd have to be like, the food of the working class. I don't go to a Dairy Queen.
I have a real queen. I don't need a dairy.
Why would I do that? Am I going to a farm? The queen of a farm? Pshaw.
I don't know.
Bring me my eclairs. Deep throws the whole thing. Goten. Yo.
Actually, watch. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, do it slowly.
Fuck! Damn it! Who did that? Son of a bitch! I was gonna get my rocks off!
いや、それは違うと思うけど。でもまあ、気にしない気にしない。
You're enjoying yourself. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, she's dumb. She's an airhead. How about that?
She is a bit of an airhead.
Yeah. But you know, Goten's out on his date with her, and then fucking the most jacked dude in middle management outside of like, I don't know, Kaiji.
Yeah, no.
Shows up.
The guy from Falling Down really got jacked.
Yeah, like this dude is like, I mean, clearly Baby.
Someone here's got to know where to find a fucking Saiyan.
Baby found the most fit middle manager out there.
Right? Wait.
This episode's great.
Mr. Satan.
He just hangs out on rooftops.
No, he heard about this and got up there. Like,
That dude's blazed.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm in.
It is sort of remarkable because...
This has checked a lot of boxes.
Here's the thing. I didn't want the show to abandon its own premise. I didn't need to to go in this direction specifically. But I will say the direction it is currently going into has been far more interesting and wild in comparison.
Marked improvement. If you were to watch the Lude saga and then go to this, holy, like miles of difference.
I love how your comparison was, this is about as good as the B episode.
That was let's be honest, the Lude part was, that was a trench.
Look, honestly, Super Capitalism Planet was an episode too long. The lewd stuff was 2 episodes too long and way too convoluted.
It was just bad.
And then, but now, like ever since Baby has kind of eked his way into the picture, things have jumped dramatically in terms of how interesting they are.
Yeah, because you have an enemy who's an actual threat now.
I mean, not even just a threat, but we also have like actual interesting plot stuff happening.
Yeah, it's compelling. So Goten is out on his date. Then this dude starts tearing up town. An explosion happens just as they were about to eat some soft serve, and Goten was really into that shit.
I mean,
so Mr. Satan shows up, again, immediately rocketing this episode.
yeah, seeing Mr. Satan come back made me happy.
And like he's like, hey, who's causing trouble in my town? Like, you know, he does a little pratfall, does his comedy shtick, and Goten shows up just as Mr. Satan's realizing, oh fuck, I'm out of my depth again.
Yeah.
So he's like, my pupil will handle him. Help me out.
Yeah. Please help.
Please, I really don't want to die right now, man. This is out of my pay range, and I know what y'all can do, so please just get in there, okay?
Look, your brother's gonna receive my fortune when I die, so it's like, come on.
頼めばいい？
Goten is like not even into it until suddenly, the dude's about to like gets near a palace. In which
No,
place?
doesn't get near her. She gets near him.
Right,
She
yeah.
walks up to him. It's like, hey, what's up? Girl has no survival instincts.
No, apparently not.
Zero survival instincts.
But yeah, immediately Goten kicks the shit out of him.
Dynamic entries the hell out of the side of his head.
Right. And it's not even much of a fight, but we continue to see other people suddenly being morphed by Baby and attacking Goten.
Yeah, we see this hive mind kind of start to form as more people work their way out of the woodwork, and Goten's just handling them left and right.
I don't think we're at the hive mind part yet. I think he's literally just switching from one to one.
He was able to control two at a time, though. There were two that attacked him at the same time.
Did two attack
Yeah.
him? Oh, yeah, you're
the dude
right.
in the glasses
No,
and
yeah.
the final fight look.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so he is able to
Yeah.
control multiple weak creatures at the same time at this point, at the very least.
Yeah.
Or, you know, farmer with shotgun level
And we
characters.
find out later that's because he plants his eggs in them.
Yeah, and then he, I guess, actively takes over the body of another bystander. But this time we actually get to see his new form. Like, he pops out of this body in order to fight. And this is a much better look for him. He's still got the jelly bean kind of like wave hair going, but he's got kind of this like techno warrior getup going.
Yeah, no.
And the built-in sunglasses does a lot for the look.
I'm really mad. This is the only time we see that version of Baby.
Yeah.
He's in there for like one episode.
Yeah, this is preteen now.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, creating a tornado.
Oh, damn.
Good thing it's a Sunday.
Mess up another person's date, will you? Goten, thousands are dead.
ないぞ。
I'm just gonna miss this version of Baby because it's honestly his best design in my opinion.
And it's a pretty cool looking fight between him and Goten too. Like there's some, I mean, admittedly confusing things that happen. I guess Baby can just turn invisible at will from time to time.
I don't know what that, I think that was supposed to be like a visual thing. I don't think it was supposed to be.
But there was like a shot where he's like semi-translucent, just sitting on the back of a car. It's like like so I guess he has like predator cloaking.
I don't know. No, I don't know what it is. But yeah, that fight doesn't last too long. He takes over Goten pretty quickly.
Yeah, he cuts Goten, and apparently we learned that I guess something that he figured out is if he's going to latch onto somebody, he needs to do it when they are already exerting force.
Yeah.
So Trunks was able to surprise him by, you know, being in a docile state and then being able to power himself out of it. Whereas if he, I guess, attached himself to him when he was already powered up, it would have been harder for him to eke out that much more energy to expel him, I guess is the logic.
I'm thinking it's when you're exerting a lot of energy, it leaves your body vulnerable.
I think either way kind of works out.
Yeah.
Either way, that's the logic that he says. It's like, as long as they're exerting power, I can attach and snag a hold.
A neat way to handle that. Yeah. It takes over Goten. And then, I'm sorry, so after he takes over Goten, and Goten basically just shrugs off Palace, and Palace is into it, which, girl.
Oh, she's way into it. Like, she's, oh man, I just want it more now. Like, she wants that Kamehame cock. I've been holding on to that one.
Okay, I'm glad. Could have kept holding, you know?
No, I couldn't.
ゴテン様。トランクスの時は
He's going full Sigma male.
ゴテン
kind of fucking like expect that shit start to play.
New ad breaks.
Oh!
Hey, it's Krillin.
Need to,
lost his mustache in one of those
yo.
Alright, so, okay.
So goes to Bulma's place, which by the way, Bulma's got a clock with Vegeta on it, which is pretty phenomenal.
Every single thing that we see of Vegeta in like character and
Has the
background
appropriate design.
has the correct hair. Because we see Vegeta these episodes too, where he shaves off his mustache.
His mustache.
For his daughter, because his daughter is embarrassed by it. Looks
Rightfully so. I'm sorry. I hate that fucking mustache. Also, check his hair. It's spiky now
It's
where
a
it
little
was.
spikier.
Yeah.
It's still not Vegeta though. At least the hairline is Vegeta.
Honestly, the frustrating thing is now he just still barely looks like Vegeta.
Yeah, from some angles it looks right, but from most angles it doesn't. See, from this angle it's all right. He's definitely taller though. Like
Yeah.
he grew a foot.
Yeah.
パパそのひげ全然似合ってないわよ
She was right. She was absolutely right, by the way.
No, I think you can work it. I
I-
mean, I think it's the outfit that throws it off for me.
No, I'm sorry. Maybe if he had the regular hair, but it's too drastic of a change. It just doesn't even look like him at that point.
It's true.
似合ってねえと思ってたんだ私も
I love how they try to do as many shots as possible without showing the top of his hair. I'm just noticing this now. It's like, we can't do it. We just can't do it.
I can't remember. I think I read something that the reason that they changed his hair was original hair was too hard to draw.
Which is dumb because they did it for so long.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I think Toriyama just wanted to change his character design. Shows up there.
Yeah, Baby at this point is like, okay, I need to find stronger and stronger Saiyans.
Yeah.
So he's working his way up the ladder, and I guess Gohan is the next rung.
Which, by the way, so the ladder apparently is Goten, then Gohan, then Vegeta, which raises questions later because Gohan at the end of Buu was stronger than Vegeta. There's no
He was the
question about
strongest
that.
person out there. Though,
So-
I guess we came to the conclusion that
Gohan stopped training.
Gohan stopped training, Vegeta didn't.
Yeah, that must be the only explanation.
And I'm
because,
fine with that. I'm
yeah,
honestly okay with that.
I mean, me too.
Even Super uses that logic.
I was always of the mindset that if Gohan wants to stop training, he should be allowed to. My problem was always how inconsistent they were with it.
Yeah. He
Wait.
shows up, Gohan's already there, and he wants Vegeta. So he's like
Yeah.
asking about Vegeta, and Chi-Chi's like, you say the right words! You talk right! I raised you better! Oh no, she has anime woman strength.
Yo, just
Again, right hair!
she just slapped the shit out of him
Yeah.
for not using the proper suffix.
Yeah, look, gotta teach him right. Every time he failed a lesson, he only got stronger.
Also, I'm sorry, I can't just like skim over it. Like, she hits him.
yeah.
Like he flies. It's a weird scene.
Yeah, she uses full-on anime mom strength.
Yeah. Like, and the scene is not played out very comedically, if I had to be honest. It's just weird. It's a weird scene. Like, I feel like nothing is playing, maybe in the fucking...
Tonally inconsistent, I feel like, is a good tagline for the show.
Yeah, especially here. But yeah, no, she hits Goten a bunch in a weird couple scenes. He attacks Gohan,
Yeah.
and then Gohan immediately picks up on like something.
Okay, something's wrong. Hey, we're gonna go talk this out there.
Yeah.
And they fly out into the middle of nowhere. And
But
Gohan's
she-
like, okay, what'd you do to my brother? What's happening?
Yeah, and pretty quickly, like Goten's like, yeah, nah. Actually, I can't even remember much of the dialogue. They just kind of
The
fight.
dialogue essentially went like this. Okay, so you figured me out. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Then they go. And that entire time, Gohan, not wanting to hurt his brother,
Yeah,
holding back, and Baby's like, this coward. Maybe he's weaker than I thought he was. Like,
I really like that, by the way. I like the fact that it seems like Baby can't understand the idea that Gohan, a Saiyan, would not want to attack his brother.
yeah,
so
would actually care for something.
yeah. But at some point, Gohan's got to put his foot down, and in that moment, Baby's like, aha, I have you now.
Yeah, Gohan puts in like no offense whatsoever.
Yeah.
And by the end of the onslaught, they're both just as winded as each other.
It is sort of funny. It's like Goten's winning himself baby Goten.
Gassing himself.
He's gassing himself just to like try and do damage to Gohan.
Just to get him to exert himself.
Right?
And Gohan's doing nothing about it.
Which is kind of funny if you think about it.
But then finally Gohan does go Super Saiyan to like baby pisses him off to the point it's like, okay, fine, but
yeah,
we know how this song and dance goes at this point.
Now,
baby jumps into Gohan.
But it's a little confusing what happens after that. Because I actually, unfortunately, the designs between Gohan and Goten are a little weird because I actually kind of lost track of who was who when Piccolo, of all people, suddenly shows up.
Piccolo. We see him before the commercial break. He's like meditating at one of his many waterfalls. He's like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And then he shows up, unfortunately, after Baby absorbs Gohan, and he's like, what happened? You're a Namekian.
What'd you do to Gohan? My boy.
And
immediately, like...
Immediate jobbing.
Yeah, fucking baby Gohan.
Doesn't fight, doesn't do nothing, just takes a blast, and... I mean, Baby infers that he's dead, but we know he's not.
It's so weird. Like, suddenly Piccolo shows up, gets blown up by a Kamehameha, and then we don't see him again afterwards. We see Goten afterwards because Gohan brought him home. Yeah, brought him home.
Brought him back to West City.
It's weird. It's like a weird, weirdly paced. It's awkward.
Yeah, it's like they wanted to do something. Piccolo would probably notice something about this. Gohan's doing something right. He'd get involved, and we have like a minute and a half to fill for this episode to hit full runtime.
I know there's something that they do with Piccolo later that sucks, but we're not there yet.
I was just happy to see him.
Yeah, honestly, it was nice to see Piccolo again.
We got to see a special beam cannon fire at nothing.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know. Like we see him holding Goten. After we see a special beam cannon fire off in the distance, I'm like, did he just fucking kill Goten?
I guess that was, I guess that was him. I don't know.
Did he was that him incapacitating Goten? I don't know.
Yeah.
Goten doesn't show any damage from it, but we see a special beam cannon firing into the distance, and I guess it's just to show that Piccolo was there.
Yeah, whatever.
Unclear.
So
they go back to West City. Piccolo presumed dead. And Gohan just like still waiting for Vegeta or Gohan baby Gohan. Bihan, just waiting for Sub-Zero. Just waiting for Vegeta at this point. Then he just like senses him on the highway because Vegeta's been out on a shopping spree with his daughter, having a daddy-daughter day.
I love how he's able to sense Vegeta. Like, Vegeta's not putting off any energy right now, but I guess he's just like, he's near.
Yeah,
and then immediately goes off after him.
There's a threshold, it's like, there it is. That's stronger than average.
Also, a really, really weird scene.
Yeah, uncomfortable.
With Bra and those two dudes and like...
Yeah, these two adult-ass men.
Who are making the same mistake that I think everyone else is making because, let's be honest, Bra looks like she's at least 16. She's
she's like 10, not even.
Yeah.
Killing him. I'm with Vegeta on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Drives, almost rams them off the road, drives up to the other side of them, reaches over, grabs their steering wheel, rips it off. Then circus music plays while they fall into the water.
Yeah.
Admittedly deserved.
Yeah.
Vegeta probably, a younger Vegeta probably would have done more.
Yeah,
none of this.
Yeah, a younger Vegeta would have just blown the damn thing up. Which, honestly, I like seeing this version of Vegeta. Like, this feels like the natural development for Vegeta after the end of Z.
It is an interesting, way to compare it to Super because there was that whole thing throughout Z where every time we saw Vegeta, he was losing a bit more and more of his Saiyan armor and replacing it with, more of an Earth aesthetic. And finally here in GT, he's in just full-on Earth clothes.
Yeah, he is currently... Well, he's dad now. He's just a dad. He's being a dad.
He even had his dad stash.
I like this. I like this Vegeta. And in fact, if I had to compare the two Vegetas, right now this Vegeta is probably better than Super Vegeta. If only because Super Vegeta felt like he was a step back from what we got at the end of Z.
It's because in Super he regressed because he had completed his character arc in Z.
Yeah.
So they needed something more to do with him in Super. Whereas in this, he's kind of a side character to begin with. He's already completed his character arc. So... he's more matured and well-rounded.
Now, that being said, there are some really, really cool moments with Vegeta and Super. God knows, that fight with Rose is one of my favorite Vegeta moments in the entire show. But this Vegeta right now is actually genuinely a little bit more interesting
he's
to me.
He's a Vegeta that has completed a character arc and is just a well-rounded person who is a father and has accepted his place on Earth.
Yeah.
So that actually, praise to GT. It has that going for it. So.
待ってろよ、ベジータ。
Ow, fuck!
Sup, Jeets.
Ah, fuck it, I'm down for this. Gohan shows up and destroys their car. Destroys the shopping equipment and I guess wrecks the car a little bit because Bra's still able to drive it.
Which, by the way, apparently Brock could just drive the car.
I believe it. She's rich. If she gets pulled over, they'll pay the fine. Like any crime that involves a fine is not a crime if you're wealthy. So
That's true.
Yeah. Like Vegeta immediately knows. Like, okay, what's up? Who are you? And this is where we get the plot dump that Baby is a Tuffle. Or a Sufurian.
Yeah.
Sufurian.
Sufurian.
And he's Sufuriizing, which is a word that is in the...
He's fruitifying everybody.
Sufuriizing.
I'm going to say
Earth.
It's fruitification.
He's fruiting up the planet. Stupid baby turning the frogs fruit.
Anyway, yeah.
So yeah, they have a fight, and it's actually kind of a cool fight.
Oh, it's a sick fight. It's one of the best fights.
For like the first few minutes, it's visually interesting. They're doing beam clashes, blasts, like they're moving around the environment.
Using the environment.
Yeah. They do that awesome thing where Gohan grabs Vegeta's head and drags him through the road.
And the animation's sick.
Yeah,
it's genuinely just a well-animated, well-choreographed, well-paced fight.
Yeah, they put the stank on this.
Yeah.
Like, it was good stuff.
Congrats, it's one of the last in the show.
Oh, well, that's too bad. I'll keep my fingers crossed that you're wrong. Then Goten shows up because he woke up, and we now learned through more exposition that as long as Baby has laid his eggs in someone, he can just remotely activate them and take control.
Yep.
Which kind of feels like they're writing themselves into a corner, but I guess we're kind of coming to the conclusion that as long as the master body is destroyed, that will neutralize everything else.
I'm sure
that's kind of got to be the only way it can do.
I'm sure they will give an explanation and it will make sense and we'll accept it without issue.
It'll be a very satisfying explanation,
right.
I'm sure. Though that does potentially explain how he was in Rildo and in space at the same time.
そうかな。
Oh no, the voices are back.
どこに逃げやがった。
ここだよ、ここ。君の中だよ。
Yeah.
俺は君の
Between Goten and Gohan, they were able to open up enough wounds that Baby was able to take over his body and make him go Ultra Instinct.
Yep. So now we're getting Baby Vegeta, which is not a bad design. I know we know what he looks like soon.
He's been in enough video games.
Yeah, which
it's just
we'll talk
weird
more.
that
We'll talk more about it when we get to him. But
yeah, it's ultimately these 3 episodes. Like the first one was the best of them, I think, just because it had like enough hype going for it.
But these 3 episodes are currently the best of the show so far.
Yeah, the best span of episodes so far has been these 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this has been our best sit down and watch. That does not roll off the tongue. Hey, there's your new outro.
Get off my back. I'm 1,020.
Don't you see?
Fucking spoilers.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's where we've left off. Goku, Pan, and Trunks are on their way back to Earth. I guess we're heading towards the climax. Eventually. We're heading towards it. That doesn't mean we're almost there.
Yeah, well, technically, we're always heading towards the climax.
Yeah, it's like we're on our way to 100 million subscribers. Hit that subscriber button. We're on our way! But until then, we'll see you guys next time.
On GTFS.
Sufuruizing.
Sufuruizing. Sephiroth.